So in the last video, you saw me make the amazing and pointless 1 terabyte iPod, happily shuffling 40,000 songs, something the 5.5 gen couldn't do. It plays Shrek, what more do you want? But you saw I put a big old dungus battery in it, 3,000 milliamp hours apparently. And now, we're gonna see how long that thing lasts for. So anyone who's used these back in the day knows that as soon as the backlight goes out on any of these color iPods, that screen is invisible. It's like a Game Boy Advance. So in the interest of making a more interesting video, we're gonna do this test with the backlight on, meaning we can't use Apple's numbers for their battery times and such, because they did it with the backlights off and like squeezed every second out of them. We're gonna do the economy equivalent of just revving engines in the car park and find out which one runs out of fuel first. So here it is, we got the whole gang here. Well, a representative of every generation, all with brand new batteries, all pre-cycled. So we're gonna run them, shuffle on their songs until they die. I think the 3rd gen's gonna die first. I mean, look at it. It looks like a New Year's Eve display. Then the 1st gen, because that screen looks like an electrical fire. Then I think the 4th gen, which has a screen that's kind of like well-aged cheese. It's really gross in this kind of good way. And then finally, I think the iPod video is gonna win. It's the most modern. First hour in, everyone's hanging in there. Well, I mean, no, the 3rd gen's getting tired, but I mean, look at it. 2nd hour goes past, man, that 3rd gen's getting real tired. Color pods are fine, and the 1st gen is just straight up lying. No way does it still have that much battery left in it. You watch, it'll just die at some point randomly. 3 hours gone past, like, 3rd gen is just ready to pack it in. She's had enough. iPod video's getting tired as well. I mean, the photo's in the lead, because we're not counting the 1st gen, that doesn't count. It's full of shit. It's a 1st gen. Surely it couldn't calibrate its battery as good as the other ones. Remember, this iPod was competing with portable cassette players and CD players. The big perk of not buying AA's was good enough. The fact that it even had a battery meter, amazing. That 3rd gen just sat in this stage of near death. Hour 5, it finally dies. But then not long after that, the iPod photo died. And look at this, the 1st gen hanging out with the 5th gen. 7 hours, still going. I can't believe it. I mean, the iPod video is going to win. The 1st gen won? What? Oh, well, I mean, look at the backlight. It's got so few LEDs you can count them. 3. It's got 3 LEDs. But it lasted for 8 hours. But plot thickens. I mean, if I lay out the batteries of these guys, the 1st gen has a slight advantage, having a battery the size of itself, and the iPod video having this tiny little one. And then, you know, the most damning of all, the side view, that's a big boy. Really, that iPod video did awesome considering how tiny that battery is. But enough of these plebs, we're here for the DankPod Pro, 3,000 milliamp hours. I don't think it's 3,000. People say it's more like 1,800. I think that's more realistic. Using this test as a guide, backlight on, I think we're gonna get 18 hours out of it, and that's being generous.